It shall be done.
Alright, YouTubers, here we go again. 5th set, July versus Stork again. Both guys looking, they're actually kind of giggling and typing some funny stuff to each other. They're probably like, man, this is going on longer than I thought it would. And it's longer than I thought it would be, too. These guys are all playing well today. Even Yellow played well in both of his games against Stork, and especially his game against July, he played extremely well. But Yellow is going to have to hope that July takes this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Because if Stork takes this, he is moving on out of the round of 8. We are in another critical situation here. Although I think every match so far has been critical. Okay, it looks like July is over here at the 3 o'clock position in Beige. That means that Stork was down there at the 7 o'clock position in red. And we are back to Medusa. Stork, this is kind of a little bit of payback, I think, for the fact that he had to be on Tears of the Moon against July last time, and now he is on Medusa, which is very good for Protoss, not that great for Zerg. But July, if anybody, can definitely bring the hurt to Stork in this game, so we'll see if July manages to wrap this tiebreaker around again and give us another couple of matches. You know what? I'm actually hoping for that to happen because these guys are just playing so good today. All of these matches have been entertaining to watch. July is pumping his Overlord, so we'll see if it goes for the Overpool or goes for something completely different. There's a sign that says, "Eat Stork for dinner." No, it probably doesn't, but whatever. Okay, Stork is going up to scout. He's going to scout the wrong direction to begin with, but he is finally going to get that probe in there because July is not going to have any Zerglings out to deny a scout or anything. I think July is going for a 12 hatch here. Yep, going for a 12 hatch. Maybe a 12 pool, but I think definitely a 12 hatch here. He's going to put down that hatchery at his natural expansion, going down with the drone right now, actually. So he's going to throw that down and try to get some economics going here. Probably going to take that mineral only behind his base as well. The natural and the mineral only are pretty much the only easy bases to take for a Zerg player on this map. Any other bases are they're just surrounded by nothing but blank space that you can't move through, just seas of blue here. See, there's some of it right there. I guess it's tar, maybe? No, that's on another map set. What is that map set called? I guess it doesn't matter. Stork is probably going to put down his Nexus soon, since it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of pressure for him. July does not have his spawning pool up yet, so he can't get Zerglings out to put on some early pressure with to take down any cannons or anything. So Stork's going to put down his Nexus, and probably shortly after he's going to put down a cannon or two. He's hovering his probe around, probably going to put down the cannon very, very shortly. Yep, putting it down right now. And he's trying to deny this hatchery up here, but it looks like July is going to be able to put it down. Stork not completely committed to being an annoying Protoss probe there and denying that hatchery. This is a quick 3 hatcheries from July, so we're probably going to see a lot of Hydras. At least that is my guess. The gateway coming up for Stork, so I don't think he put down his sorry, I blanked out there for a second, his cannon. After all, he might have put it down after the gateway, but he definitely put down his gateway first. So he's going to try to get some zealots out to stop those Zerglings from coming by. But yeah, you can probably tell that I've been commentating a lot of games today because my mind is starting to go, whoa. Okay, Stork is getting his gas going here. He's putting down his cybernetics core. July getting the full scout on everything with his Overlord. I think the cannons are finally coming down for Stork. Those cannons are very weirdly timed here. I think he's going to devote himself mostly to zealots here to defend his base, his new natural expansion here. The lair coming down for July at his natural expansion. And it looks like he's getting a strong economy going before he tries to break the front or do anything like that. The best strategy I've seen for Zergs to go for on this map is a drop strategy. because there's a lot of opportunities to drop on Medusa. You can go behind the base, you can drop that little sliver of land behind the main, and just drop units there, or you can just drop right onto the main, and either way you're in a pretty good position, because it would be very hard for a Protoss to defend against that if they didn't have their whole army behind the base, which is they usually don't like to do that. You want to have your army near your front of your natural expansion at all times. Another hatchery coming down, so I think it's definitely a Hydra build from July. He's going to get a ton of Hydras out and try to break that front. And Stork sees it before his probe goes down, so he's going to at least know about this. Probably going to throw down some more cannons. Ooh, a Spire coming up. Never mind. I think July being a bit trying to trick Stork there with those extra hatcheries. So the Spire is either going to be for Scourge or it's going to be for Mutalisk. You can never quite tell with July. Since the Spire is coming up so early and I don't see a Hydralisk Den anywhere, it might actually be for Mutalisk. I'm not sure if July is going to put down his Hydralisk Den soon or not. He tried to put down his gas there, but he ran out of minerals. I guess he was building another hatchery. He's building a ton of hatcheries, so he's got to be putting down his Hydralisk Den soon. You can't really support a lot of Mutalisks from this many hatcheries, unless he's going for something like Muta Ling, where he goes in with Zerglings and attacks with Mutalisks at the same time. And it looks like I think he might be pumping Mutalisks, since he's pumping all kinds of eggs there. He has a lot of eggs going at the exact same time from all of his hatcheries, so this is a very interesting build from July. Stork is going to get the scout on this with his Corsair, because there's absolutely nothing out to deal with Corsairs right now. And the Hydralisk Den just now coming down, so I think we are going to see Mutas popping here soon. Maybe a couple of Scourge as well. But I could be completely wrong. Maybe July is just completely abandoning his way of getting just a lot of ground troops out here. Yep, he's going for Scourge after all, so he wasn't even worried about getting a ground troop out. He's committing to hatcheries. Look at all these hatcheries from July. So this is what he's committing to instead of ground forces. Never mind. He's getting a ton of hatcheries out here, and eventually he's just going to be able to pump from all of them, and it's going to be a very scary situation for Stork. Not a lot of ground troops out here for July, so I think he could be actually in a little bit of trouble here, because Stork is coming in with some troops. He's going to try to break through here and doesn't quite have enough zealots to do it, because July is finally making use of all of these new hatcheries that he's putting down. This is a very, very interesting build from July. He got those Scourge out so he could stop the Corsairs, but other than that, he hasn't even worried about Stork attacking him. And now it looks like he's going to be able to pump a ton of Hydras and just break that natural expansion if Stork isn't careful. Stork has got to put down a lot of cannons. I mean a lot of cannons, because it looks like July is wanting to end this right here and now. I don't think he's going to worry about putting down another base. I think he's going to work straight into a mid-game army here. And Stork is going to be in huge trouble if he can't fend this off. Speedlings are out. They are speed upgraded, so that's going to hurt Stork even more there. So Stork, I hope he's throwing down cannons right now at his natural. He's getting the full scout on everything, because July isn't really committing his Scourge to taking down the Corsairs right now. Lots of High Templar out. That's exactly what Stork needs. He needs to put down some more cannons as well. 3 cannons are not going to be enough. Corsair going down, and July is committing to a huge Hydra push, and he's coming in with a huge army. Oh my god, this is going to be it. This is going to be the deciding factor of the game. If July can break this, he might be able to swing into more games here. Oh my god, a huge attack from July. He's going in with all of his speedlings here. I don't think there are any storms prepared for Stork. He has 4 High Templar in here, but I don't think any of them have storm. This is going to be very bad if Stork can't get a storm off. He's waiting for storm energy, finally getting a couple of storms there. But yes, July is coming back, all getting stormed again, so those storms were just barely in time for Stork. He's going to lose this forge here, and he's very limited as far as his military goes. But July is, look at all these hatcheries. He's going to be able to get a much larger force than Stork out on the ground. Look at this backup army. That is one hell of a backup army there, and Stork is in huge trouble. He's waiting for more storms to get out. And if he uses his storms properly and puts down enough cannons, he will be able to fend this off, but it's going to be so hard for him to get a third base. July is trying to end this game right now, and he's going in with more Hydras. And those Hydras probably going to be upgraded here soon. Another Storm, but July dodges it pretty nicely. He's going in right now. Running into another couple of Storms there from Stork. Stork, I think he's going to run out of Storms here. His front is being completely breached right now. He's got his High Templar back, waiting for more Storms. Drops another nice Storm there.